This video is sponsored by Minifigures.me. Stick around for a special, exclusive discount code. Hi and welcome back to Cut the Craggle. Today we're going to be taking a look at these 9 awesome custom LEGO minifigures from Minifigures.me, based on the iconic cult science fiction television show Doctor Who. Doctor Who first hit television screens all the way back in 1963. It follows the adventures of the Doctor, an alien who travels through time and space in a craft that appears as a police telephone box. Whilst the Doctor appears human, he has the ability to regenerate into a new physical form when he dies. In the last 57 years, over a dozen different people have played the role of the Doctor across literally hundreds of television episodes, audio plays and movies. Doctor Who was even made into an official LEGO set through LEGO Ideas, and also had a couple of LEGO Dimensions packs back in 2015. Those featured the 11th and 12th official incarnations of the Doctor, and so far are the only minifigures we've gotten of the character from LEGO. But now, you can expand your collection with these epic custom minifigures of the first 9 Doctors from Minifigures.me. Let's take a closer look at them. Here is the original first Doctor as portrayed by William Hartnell. In the 60s, the show used to broadcast in black and white, so there really wasn't much point in brightly coloured costumes. He kinda has this old professor look to him, with this Victorian style black frock coat over a tweed waistcoat. The printing for those tartan trousers goes all the way around the legs. Hartnell's portrayal of the character was initially a stubborn and abrasive old man who was distrustful of humans, but he mellowed out into a much more friendly grandfatherly figure, and Minifigures.me have captured both those facets of his personality with his face print. Here he has this stern expression, but if we turn his head around, on the other side, he has a much softer and friendlier face print with him smiling. When Hartnell left the show due to ill health in 1966, the first regeneration occurred, and he transformed into the second Doctor, played by Troughton. The show was still in black and white, so once again, not a lot of colour here, although thanks to publicity stills and guest appearances in later episodes, we know what his outfit looked like in colour. He uses the Harry Potter hairpiece, and it totally works for Troughton's scruffy cosmic hobo. Like the first Doctor, he also comes with 2 face prints. You have this first one with him kinda looking a bit bumbling and light-hearted, and then the other reveals his hidden darker side. The third Doctor was the first to air on television in colour, and Jon Pertwee's Doctor was much more physically daring than his 2 predecessors. An expert in both martial arts and sword fighting, he was kind of like a dapper alien Sherlock Holmes. This minifig is based on his costume from 1971 onwards, where he has this dark red felt-like jacket over a frilly white shirt with bow tie.
Bow ties are cool.
Once again, he has 2 different face prints. This one with a quite neutral look, and then he also has a much more focused and determined expression. Arguably the most beloved version of classic Who is Tom Baker's 4th Doctor. He played the Doctor for 7 consecutive years, which remains to this day the longest tenure of any actor in the role. The 4th Doctor wore an instantly recognisable costume. Just look at this torso print. The pattern on his waistcoat is insanely detailed, but the outfit was probably most famous for the multicoloured, impractically long scarf, and that is realised beautifully here, with this superb printing on his torso flowing down over his hips, all the way down to his legs. The design carries over flawlessly, and there's even some continued on the top of the back of his torso as well. It totally captures the iconic look of the Fourth Doctor. They've also absolutely nailed Tom Baker's distinctive gleeful smile with this great face print. And he also comes with this much more surprised looking gasp. When Tom Baker finally bowed out of the role in 1981, Peter Davison picked up the keys to the TARDIS as the Fifth Doctor. At the time, he was the youngest actor to play the character, and a few of his quirks would later inspire the 10th Doctor's performance by David Tennant, who actually ended up marrying Peter Davison's daughter, who had also previously played the 10th Doctor's daughter, making her the daughter of 2 Doctors and the wife of 1?
Hello, Dad.
She's my daughter.
Wibbly wobbly timey wimey. Anyway, dressed like an Edwardian cricket player, the Fifth Doctor also wore a stick of celery on his left lapel. Thus far, he's the only Doctor to wear a decorative vegetable, and we can only hope his record remains intact. You can see he also has a question mark on either side of his collar. Having question marks on the Doctor's clothing was something they brought in during the twilight of Tom Baker's tenure, and unfortunately it carried all the way through to the 7th Doctor. Of course, he also comes with 2 face prints, this very happy and friendly smile on one side, and a much more thoughtful expression on the other, with him wearing his brainy specs. Colin Baker's time as the Doctor was as brief as it was turbulent. In stark contrast to his predecessor, the 6th Doctor was arrogant, abrasive and acerbic. His first appearance is generally regarded as one of the worst Doctor Who episodes in history. It probably didn't help that he even tried to strangle his companion. This much darker persona was incongruously paired with a colourful costume that can only be described as an explosion in a rainbow factory. And kudos to Minifigs.me, they've perfectly recreated that totally tasteless outfit here with immaculate precision. The pattern for his coat and then trousers wraps around all the sides and moves from one piece to the next seamlessly. It may be a god-awful costume, but this is one heck of a great minifigure. After Colin Baker was fired from the show, Sylvester McCoy first played the 7th Doctor as a much more jovial and eccentric incarnation, but gradually a more cunning and manipulative side emerged. The 7th Doctor's costume was a lot calmer than his predecessors, with more muted colours. Although, as you can see, they still insisted on littering his pullover with question marks. The level of detail there is really impressive, and that quality extends over to the tartan trousers as well, once again wrapping that pattern all the way around. This minifig doesn't come with an alternate expression as you would see it under the back of his hat, but instead he does come with an alternate hairpiece, which is a really nice addition. Great to have that extra option included. The 8th Doctor was introduced in the 1996 TV movie, a backdoor pilot produced in an unsuccessful attempt to relaunch the series following its 1989 cancellation. For the longest time, it remained his only on-screen appearance until 2013 when Paul McGann reprised the role in a mini-episode that depicted his Doctor's final adventure. They gave him a brand new costume for that second final appearance, but this minifig is based on how the 8th Doctor appeared in the original film. He wears this bottle green frock coat over an embroidered waistcoat, and the detail on the torso is subtle but very intricate. I also love the use of the serious black hairpiece, which works out perfect for the 8th Doctor's long wavy hair. After the TV movie failed to take off, it would be 9 long years before Doctor Who would finally return to our screens. Which was kinda appropriate actually, as it introduced us to the 9th Doctor, played for 1 season only by Christopher Eccleston. The 9th Doctor's costume took a much more pragmatic and gritty approach, with an old, worn and beaten up 3/4 length leather jacket over a V-neck sweater. Because of this stripped back appearance, there's not a lot of detail on this as some of the other minifigs. but it's still clearly recognisable as the Ninth Doctor. And he also comes with 2 face prints, one with him giving this little cheeky smile, and then a much harsher, sterner, angry frown on the other side. I am so happy to own these great custom LEGO Doctor Who minifigures from Minifigures.me. My first experience with Doctor Who as a kid was the 90s TV movie, but it was really with the 2005 series that I became a fan. So the Ninth Doctor will always be a bit more special to me. But I love the Fourth Doctor, and that probably has to be my favourite one here. You can buy all 9 of these fantastic Doctor Who minifigures as a set or individually from Minifigs.me, as well as a massive array of other custom minifigures with unique designs printed onto actual LEGO pieces, based on characters from loads of different movies, games and TV shows. I'll pop a link in the description and the pinned comment below. And if you use my exclusive discount code 2020Craggle10, you'll get 10% off anything you buy from their store. Let me know what you think of these custom LEGO Doctor Who minifigures from Minifigs.me in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, and if you haven't already, be a hero and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next time. Laters.